Sarcastic comment about Nintendo.
Say what you will about Switch Online, but hell, if I can't afford a house, or a car, or one of these adult easy bake ovens, then at least I can play Donkey Kong Country 2 Diddy's Kong Quest.
What does that imply?
That game was like really hard, especially this level, Haunted Halls. Who comes up with this? Riding the head of the skull of a crocodile, then another crocodile with a bandana is chasing you through these haunted halls. And, wait, hold on. Is that?
I'll admit it.
Oh, no, come on, what is this? No! Even the goddamn part where it goes like that is oh my god. Like, what, were these producers pranking Drake? Like, are you for real? And why Haunted Halls? That's such like a random level to choose. Like in the second game, in like the 5th world, like what? Today we're gonna be talking about the rare and often hidden occurrences of video game music sneaking its way into pop music. Samples, taking a thing and making the thing different enough so newer generations are like, hey chief, respectfully, I love Flow Rida.
See, I really love a lot of music genres, but it's kind of hard to incorporate to a channel that's all about. But interestingly, this is something I haven't seen talked about very much. And of course, that's probably because the people who would know these references typically aren't listening to
GameCube, Nintendo.
Now, there's many examples of this in the form of like this fungal disease using in a subpar album.
I'm not sorry.
Or hell, there's even Lil Durk with the
Like the first day of school, I'm a scholar.
Actually, I thought this would be a cool topic to mix my two worlds of like music, love, and because I was at a barbecue, right? And when music comes on and you're at an event, you don't really listen to it. It's sort of just background ambiance until a certain synth hit my tympanic membrane and I was flushed with nostalgia.
I make blood mad. I'ma take his woe out shopping. I might text my ex.
I've never felt more like this meme in my life though. Okay, I'll admit it. I'm not into like some of the newer rap genres, like drill. What is that? Isn't that the thing from It's funny because this is considered one of the best Metroids of all time, and it's sort of like a landmark title for this genre of games. But you go out in public, how many people you think even know what a Metroid is? Anyways, speaking about babies, I love Yoshi's Story. It was one of the first 3D games I've seen, and even today, it has such a specific, nostalgic look to it.
Everything looks like tapioca.
But another part of it is sound design. This is, after all, the first game where Yoshi had a voice, so they decided that this was what this little guy was gonna sound like. Anyways, this is gonna be the weirdest seg. I listen to a lot of like Anderson .Paak adjacent stuff. Not that I like don't like him, I just, haven't like taken the time to look through all his discography, whatever. But anyways, usually I'm working and Spotify does its thing with its radio, and then all of a sudden I completely lose focus because
We're gonna have to take it again.
immediately I have a Ratatouille moment back to when Kamek abducts Yoshi in Yoshi's Story. How in the world did this producer just go, I'm gonna fucking put Yoshi in this? But there are examples where it's not as like a hidden Easter egg, right? And you know what nerds love? They love a good old...
Hey, listen!
That shit gets them laughing every single time. I don't understand why it's so funny. But what if you could use it in music and it sounded good? I was just going through my Spotify vibing out and this song came on. I'm like, okay, this is good production right here. On my quest for hidden musical secrets, I sort of found the reverse. A song that I knew forever, not realizing... from Golden Axe of all games.
Turn the lights even lower.
And this was like the 2000s where it wasn't as easy to access this stuff. They actually probably had to get the game and record it off the console, which I think is pretty cool. Luigi's Mansion. You know, antique furniture, dust, ghosts, freezing to death. It's probably like the only game you could show a small Victorian child and they'd go, oh yeah, I relate to this. This is one of the first times Nintendo, like, sort of put one of their consoles into the game, breaking the fourth wall in a sense. The Game Boy Horror. Just a whole ass menu with Luigi's head jumping around. And,
Eat a dick, or at least eat a pita chip right after.
this is one of the first times I heard gaming and rap smashed together, and hell, anytime I get to think about Luigi's Mansion, I'm happy. So before Donald Glover went from Glover to Doomfist, there was a little middle period of time where he was still sort of community adjacent. All I know is, he sampled one of gaming's most popular songs just like point blank, and that may be the reason why you cannot find the song released on anything, because
Percocets for my kinfolk. My girl look like Miss Info. Y'all been slow, I've been told. Y'all kinkos.
then there are examples of songs everyone knows, with references to games that kinda are just hidden there. Can you guess what I'm gonna say? I don't think you're gonna guess what I'm gonna say. The Fire and the Flames references Pac-Man. Everywhere online says this references... I don't hear it. I hear... You know? I don't know. You tell me. This is honestly a treat because when they are hidden, it's like you're experiencing the song again. And then there are examples of... Also, there's just something cool about finding these gaming references in environments where people are definitely dancing with a 40.
40 what?
So alright, how about we do a lightning round? Cameron, Troublemakers, and One-Winged Angel. J. Cole, Dollar in a Dream 3, Kingdom Hearts, Darkness of the Unknown. I'm not fucking joking around, okay?
Got a dollar in the drink, it's all a nigga got, so if it's about that.
Lil Wayne, She Will, Sword and Sorcery. Wiz Khalifa, Never Been, Chrono Trigger, Shala's theme. But I'm gonna save one of the best for last. There's sampling like in rap songs where you take a little bite of content, but then there's actually intertwining gaming sounds and music into the entire production of a song. The artist Burial from the 2000s did this in a way incomparable to anything else I've ever heard. Like, listen to this, take a listen. Nothing really out of the ordinary, right? This is the Metal Gear Solid 2 opening! But what if you incorporated actual gameplay elements? Look here, it's innocuous, but the percussive elements are actually sliced from Snake reloading ammo and dropping shells. This is some of my favorite sort of stuff to talk about, so if you like this sort of stuff, please like the video and leave a comment about maybe a song I missed or a topic you want to see. I also have this nifty little join tab if you want to support the channel in a larger way. Especially with videos like this where the copyright system and the video are sort of like Drake's dance moves in Hotline Bling. A little questionable. Speaking about Drake, what is with him and sampling cartoon animals? He had an album called Scorpion with a song called Final Fantasy, and yet he didn't reference either of those games. Wait, what do you mean I missed? No. No. Well, if you can reference a bad Sonic game in music, then I guess anything goes.
Is that a challenge?
Alright, fight by creepy Doom.